Alright, so we're back. We're back. The game just decided to yeah, I'm about it. I mean, I do not understand why it doesn't, or why it didn't work. It's working. Yeah, I was gonna finish this track sort of thingy. 16 corners, best overtaking places are turn 5, turn 6, turn 9. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Good overtaking places are as well turn 1, turn 7, and that's pretty much it. The rest of the corners not really great in terms of overtaking places. Like really bad. If you wanna try and overtake there. Like in sector 3 where Alfie is going. Some on the mediums. Hybe, Pete and Stack. Coco is going out on the inters. The rest on the softs. So Soheb has started his flying lap. Or has he already almost span? Well, he now span on the exit of turn 1. So at the moment Alfie is going to be the first driver to finish their laps. But there's still a long way to go. So we'll see where he is going to finish. The rear flex, that's Alpine. That's Holt disqualified from the session. So that's, well, he's going to wait like 40 minutes. Maybe 50 even. So that we get into the race. But he's going to be starting last. Yeah, my people joining. Good. Alfie's second sector. It's going to be a 54.395. Not the best one. There's some. I think. No, Pete as well is on a flying lap and Tilton and Gravity, I guess. Alfie through the third sector, very technical, easy to spin, and into the Latifi wall as well. You can easily spin there, but Alfie didn't spin, and he invalidates. He invalidates on the exit of turn 15, and that's his quali lap done. Basically, Soheb. Well, Soheb is gonna technically finish his lap of 1 minute 38.715, but that's not like a real good lap. Tilted across the line, and he goes P1 with 126.188. Now that's a bit of a more better time, but obviously he's in the Williams, so alright. Interesting. Wait, where was I left? Matt goes P1, 125.061. Because through the first corner, then to second. I mean, he's for me, he's in the pits still. Very weird. There's a Red Bull, but that's Shazza. That's the same guy that's just Shazza, but just in a different account. I will try to call him Shazza and not call him like that. Reggie, ooh, that was very close to go into the wall. Dirk crosses the line and he goes P2 with 126.159. Bauer is gonna cross the line and he's gonna go P1 with 124.385. And there's a McLaren and Williams, but they are going into the pits. Then there's another McLaren, that's Coke. Crossing the line. And he is gonna go P5 with 31.283. Alfie crossing line, and he goes P7 153.274. Stack goes P5 with 126.488. There's a Lamas on a lap, 53.292 through the second sector. Now through the third sector, not doing a Latifi. By the way, the both championships have been already made, so, or they're already finished, so it doesn't even matter really what's gonna outcome in this. Lamas into P2 124.463. And like I said, but both of the championships are done. Reggie world champion for the 4th time, and Red Bull the constructors champions took a while. So yeah, Marco going slowly for some reason. But yeah, both the championships are done, so now it's just, well, obviously for the vice championship there is stuff happening between Noise and Shazza. Marco goes P9, but that's a 2-minute lap. Alfie is gonna cross the line, and he's gonna go P5 with 126.243. Samarin coming across the line, that's Pete, but he's on an out lap. Stack going into the pits. That's almost there. That's the Noise on the inters. For some reason, straight into the pits. Hudson is gonna start his flying lap. Orieu is on a flying lap, 54.675, so the second sector, so that's from Le Mans, that's 1.4 seconds down. Not doing Latifi, although he could have used a bit more of the track. Yeah, turn 15 could have gone way faster, and turn 16, the final corner, he's going to cross the line, and he's going to go P7 with 127.494. Hive is going to start his flying lap. Gravity, I think, is on a flying lap. I mean, it looks like that he's on a flying lap, since the time looks good. He doesn't go into the pit, so he's finishing his lap. And exiting, he's gonna cross the line, and he's gonna go P7, 126.775. Tilted, no, that's Marco going third with 125.534. Outpacing his teammate by, that's like 7 tenths almost. Gravity has spun exiting turn 3. Yeah, Marco into P3, 7 tenths faster than his teammate. Almost. No, that's 6 about. That's, well, that's closer to 7 tenths actually. Anyways, still outpaces his teammate by quite the margin. So he is gonna be the driver to look for the next season. Matt has retired in the pits. Oreo into the pits. As he has no fuel left. Hype is gonna cross the line, and he's gonna go P4, 125.116. Just behind is Matt. Lamas crossing the line. There's graffiti, nothing really with him. Marco the same. Luke on an out lap. Hudson could be on a flying lap. Could be on a flying lap, but he's very low on ERS. But he's pushing. He's pushing. Second sector 54.814. So that's, if I remember right, that's even slower than Oreo. Oreo's second sector. No, that's Pete as well on a flying lap. No, he's not on a flying lap. That's 1 minute 7 second sector. So that's no. Hudson is on a flying lap. Is he gonna go into the pits? No, he's gonna finish his lap. Is he gonna be ahead of Oreo? Crossing line, and he's gonna be P11, 126.857. So he's a long way ahead of Oreo. That's about 7/10 same. I don't know. My maths are just sometimes leaving my brain for the weekend. I don't know. I mean, as well, it is Saturday, so I mean, what would I really need it? Luke's second sector 54.194. He's on a flying lap as well. Shazza as well on a flying lap. There are only 2 drivers who are on the flying laps. Hudson is on an in lap. Luke's now third sector. Well, Shazza already messed up his flying lap as he has damaged his whole front wing. Luke is gonna cross the line and he's gonna go P6 with 125.938. Hype retiring in the pits. Who's that? That's Shimon on an out lap. Hudson on an in lap. Yeah, that's an in lap. And he would have no fuel left to do another flying lap. And the same with the RS. The only man who is on a flying lap is Gemini, actually. First sector is going to be an 17.824, so it's a fairly decent first sector. No, I have no real reference, so I'm just saying decent because it's still good. It's still a good first sector. Second sector now into the chicane, hard braking to turn 7, going across the curb on the inside, annexing turn 8, very good. And onto this again, a very long straight with the DRS, and focusing on into turn 9, 54.175, so similar second sector to Luke. Turn 9 was fairly decent. Now into the twisty bit and very technical third sector, turn 12, 13, now into 14 off camber. And he invalidates on the exit of turn 14. That could have been a very good lap, somewhere close to Luke actually, because Luke got a similar second sector. Rio again out on track. He's on an out lap, I think. Actually, I don't know, because it doesn't say that he's on an out lap, but hasn't used any ERS. I don't know. Gravity is on a flying lap and he's improving on his time by almost 8/10. Didn't he do that lap on the softs though? The first one? So he's improving on the mediums. Alright, Stag retired in the pits. He's taking a small risk. There's at least 3 drivers who could be doing a better lap. Reggie, Shazza, and Noise, but whatever. Gravity crossing line, he's gonna go P7, 126.035. Alfion an out lap. Orieo, I have no idea. About Orieo, I have no idea. Actually, I mean, he's not on a flying lap. That's for sure. I think he's doing a flying lap now. Well, yeah, he's using ERS, so that's definitely that's a definite. I don't know why am I yawning so much. I mean, probably I didn't get that much sleep. Alfie's first sector, he's improving by almost 2/10. Oreo's first sector, nobody by half a tenth. By half a tenth. Peter Thing started his flying lap. Shazza out on track. And as well, Coke on the out lap. Then Hudson as well on the out lap. And Gravity on the in lap. Alfie's second sector, what's it gonna be? How much is he gonna improve by 4.5 tenths through the second sector? Oreo, a bit less than 2 tenths, but it's still good as he goes wide on the exit of turn 9. Didn't get invalidated though. Alfie through the third sector, and as well Oreo through the third sector. Good, Oreo. Yeah, could have used more of the track. As Alfie exiting the final corner, crossing line, and he is going to go P5, 125.328. Oreo improved the time, but not enough to go ahead of Hudson. So he stays in P13. So he's in danger of not getting in. Reggie retires in the pits. So I guess Reggie and Noise, and the time, yeah, Reggie and Noise are gonna try and do last to first, or not really last to first, because they are 16th and 18th until Shazza is gonna do his finish his lap, and he's gonna put himself in P3 with 124.914. So it's now Reggie and Noise in P17 and 18. Gemini is still yet to do a lap. Holt has long time ago invalidated. Kogo goes up to P8, 125.865. So besides besides now Reggie, Noise and Holt, there's gonna be 2 other drivers who are not gonna be getting into Q2. Where's the closest cars? There's a Aston Martin, that's Gemini. He's gonna start his flying lap shortly after he's gonna exit, go into turn 15 and turn 16. Oreo could actually not be making it, since, well, he has no fuel left. Alfie, well, he's in P6, he's gonna be going in. Oreo is in danger because he's in P15, and Pete, is he improving on his time? No, but through the third sector probably he messed up. Dirk through the, no, that's that was Alfie actually going into the pits. Shazza here, he's not improving. Coke, he's improving but invalidated already. Pete now through the third sector, is he gonna be able to get ahead of Oreo? It's a 127.211. He has to go into 126s, and he's gonna go P14, 126.651. So he's in. Yes, he's in because Hudson has invalidated his time. So, and Oreo as well out of the quali. Tilted goes into P8. Marco stays in P7. Shimon Adamant, he is the last driver to finish, who is gonna finish their laps. Turk improved in time, but not position-wise. Oreo is out. Hudson, he's in danger of not getting in. He's in the pits, so he's not gonna be able to improve. Shimon through the final corner, he is gonna go P8, pushes Hudson down, and that is Hudson and Oreo out of quali. Shimon as well, very good lap. Just 100 out of tilted, a 125.737 from Gemini. So it was a very good lap. And yeah, that was Q1. Bao in P1, Lamas P2, Shazza P3. Martin P4 without tires, actually, for me. High P5. Alfie P6, Marco P7, Shemina P8, Tilted P9, Coke P10, Luke P11, Gravity P12, Dirk P13, Stack P14, Pete P15, and then Hudson and Oreo not make it in, and Reggie and Noise, they didn't even do a lap, and Holtz has been disqualified from the beginning of quali. But I see the two drivers who are at the top of the standings, Reggie and Noise, they want to do a little bit spicy for this race. Now we go into Q2. Most of us should be going out on the softs. Both the Mercedes engineers. Is Matt going out? Yes, he is now going out. So it was a bug for me. Turk going out. Then there's there are so many. There's so many drivers going on. There's Luke in the Haas. He's the only Haas. Then there's Stack. Oh, here's Stack. Then there's Gravity up front on the mediums. Then there's Pete. Then the two Mercedes. Then I said Stack. There's Stack. Then there is Lamas. Then there is the Coke. Is it? Yeah, Coke. Is there anyone going out now? No, not really. So Shaza, Alfie, Gemini, Dirk, and both of the Williamses have stayed in. Now one of the Alfa Romeos, that's Alfie going out. Shaza still staying in. Then there is Dirk and one of the Williamses, that's it's Marco going out on track. Luke is gonna start his first flying lap of the Q2. Yellow flags, that's Pete was spun on the exit of turn 14. Bit of a different spot to place. To spin. Meant to spin. Luke, first sector. Luke's first sector is gonna be a 1:17.952. The McLaren was so far away that I didn't even want to talk if he's gonna block him or not. I didn't even realize it. Williams as well, letting him through now into turn 7 and 8, basically a chicane, which is it's a fairly decent overtaking spot. Turn 8 is a bit of an awkward corner there, but it is still a very good corner. Second sector 54.299. Turn 9 as well for Luke. Oh, that was very close to actually invalidate his time. Turn 9 is as well for a very good overtaking spot, but just sometimes it's a very awkward corner as well, and because you sort of don't know how should you defend the inside or the outside to either to get a better line or defend yourself. But Luke crosses the line and he's gonna go P1 126.226. Then there is AlphaTauri, that's Gravity 128.773. Hype goes P1 with 125.223. Bell goes P1 no, actually P1 he stays 125.018. Matt goes P3 with 125.224. That's I know Luke is in 126s. There's 1,000 between Hype and Matt. Hype being 1,000 faster than Matt. I thought that Luke was in the 125s, since he has a 126.226, so I thought he was in there as well, but no, he wasn't. Pete P5 is 127.721. Lamas goes now into P1 with 124.197. And the Alfa Romeo, that's Alfie to P5 with 125.796. Dirk should be next to cross the line. Second sector 54.183, so should be faster than Luke's, since Luke's second sector was in 54.2s. Dirk's in high 54.1s. Dirk crossing line and he's gonna go P6 126.167. He went faster than Luke. There's Gravity's having problems in the Latifi corner. high into the pits. Gravity doing another lap. He's gone a fairly hefty amount of fuel for qualifying. He's doing a bit of practice. Oh, there was Peter spun on the exit of turn 14. Coke in P8. Marco goes P5. 125.729 in the Williams. I mean, at this point, this guy could be getting into Q3 in the Williams. I swear someone said another time. I swear. Well, there's an Alpha Romeo, but that's Alpha going into the pits. Lamar's probably going into the pits. Stag retiring in the pits. Bit of a weirder one, but alright. Gravity through the second. No, he's not even using ERS. He's not even using ERS, so I mean that's already a clue to that indicates that he's not on a flying lap. Coke on an in lap. Is anyone actually on a flying lap? No, not really. Gravity no, Coke no, Luke on an out lap, Dirk on an in lap, Marco on an in lap. No. I mean, could be now that Gravity is on a flying lap now. Could be. But that's quickly denied because he invalidated through the first sector. First corner, not first sector. I mean, yes, that was in the first sector, but as well, it was the first corner. He goes massive amount of understeer that I saw. Shazza is on a flying lap, as well as Gemini. Let's see how Shazza is gonna do. First sector, 17.662 from the Red Bull. Gemini's first sector is gonna be a 17.911. So Gemini about 2.5 tenths down on Shazza, but obviously it's you cannot compare a Red Bull to Aston Martin in this game. Last season, this season on F1 or in F1, like in real F1 in 2023, you can't compare because that Aston Martin is quick. With Alonso in there. Gemini had a bit of a snap on the exit of turn 8. Shazza's second sector is 53.185. Gemini's second sector is going to be 54.655. Few tenths he lost on that snap that he got. Yellow flags, that's Gravity going into the pits. Through turn 15 with Shazza flat out and into turn 16, exiting on it and crossing line. He's gonna go P1 127.056. Gemini is gonna go with a snap as well on the exit, and that's P10 126.523, just out of Coke. Less than a tenth out of Coke, but that's almost 3 tenths behind Lucas. Well, he was very lucky that he didn't completely crash out of quali, because that would have been unfortunate. But he lost the control of his car and went into wall, damaging his front wing. Luke went into P6, 125.364, not a 1 minute 50. Jesus Christ. So now the gap from Gemini now to Dirk is about a bit over than 4 tenths. So yeah. But yeah, like I'm saying, Gemini was very lucky that he didn't completely destroy the car. I mean, that could have been as well that he would have just completely crashed the car and basically he would have been done, and that would have been him out of quali no matter what. If he would have gotten that P10, then it would have just been 9 drivers in Q3. NMMs, memes, M&Ms, Video on an out lap. Gemini in. Luke in. We've gotten now into the most boring part of qualifying, which is basically the 5 bits between 6 and 5 minute, no, between 6 and 4 minute marker, which nobody's going out. Or there's only like 1 car or 2 cars out on track, which it is right now what has happened. Gravity is the only car out on track. Oh, there's an Alfa Romeo going out. That's Alfie going out on track on the softs. That was a very nice power slide from Gravity. First corner didn't invalidate it this time, and he's on the softs. His best time was on the mediums, on the used mediums, so he can gain a second at least. Well, there is a little bit over 2/10 in the first sector already, and mainly through the first sector it's 1 corner that you can mostly gain. Then turn 2, 3 and 4, they are pretty much flat. Not in the wet though, but it almost never rains in Abu Dhabi. Chicane, Gooch, there's open, as tight. Okay, that's not as tight of a line. You could be gaining, I don't know, 100. But Gravity half a second faster through the second sector. Into turn 12 now. That's as well. Marco going out on track, or he is already out on track, causing yellow flags for basically no reason. Noise left the session, but anyways, Gravity going into the final corner and crossing line. He is going to go P7 125.615. Alfie now on a flying lap. Now there should be cars coming out of the pits. There is, for example, Coke and Pete going out on track, but Matt has retired in the pits. Fairly understandable. Alfie's first sector. Is he going to improve? By 2/10 through the first sector already. Almost 2.5 tenths through the first sector. So at the moment it puts him ahead of Gravity. Now he would just need to maintain that. Luke retires in the pits. I mean, he has he doesn't want to use all of his tires, I guess. But for Alfie now, he needs to just maintain that, or maybe just gain a 10th. I don't know. I don't know how he likes it, but well, anyway, second sector split. Is he gonna improve further? Almost 4 tenths of improvement. I don't think it would look like he's gonna be just behind Luke. And when just behind Luke, so he needs a little bit of improvement through the third sector. A little bit of an improvement, and he's gonna be fairly good in quali. And exiting final corner, he's gonna go P4 125.042 ahead of Hybe, Matt, Luke, Gravity, and Marco. Coke starting his flying lap. Pete starting his flying lap. Marco is on a flying lap. First sector, 16 thousandths of improvement. As well, Tilted has started his flying lap. Marco through the second sector, how much of improvement? 3 tenths of improvement. I don't think it would put him ahead of Luke, but behind Matt, about a 10th behind Matt. Into turn 12. Gravity retiring in the pits. Could be in danger of not getting in. Marco through the turn 15 now. And into turn 16. Feels comfy in the car, I guess, because he goes P7 125.329. 4 cents of improvement. Yeah, see, my math wasn't right, because when he was 4 tenths, now he got out of Luke, but when he was 3 tenths, he would have been behind Luke. I'm saying my math is just sometimes not working. Alfie on an in-lap, or basically now crossing line. Coke improving by 5 tenths through the 5.5 tenths through the second sector into turn 16. Oh, he spins the car, damages his whole front wing, but he's out of quali. And the best that he can hope for is P13 now, since Pete goes P11, Tilted goes P12, so Coke is going to be P14. Pete went P11, Tilted P12, 3000 behind Pete. Gemini, is he going to go into Q3? The answer is yes. 125.250. And Dirk has spun, so he's out of quali. And Marco has already set his time a while ago. So this is quali over. Gravity just made it into Q3. Taking a small risk, but it paid off. Shaza in P1, Lamarche P2, Bell in P3, Alfie P4, Hype P5, Matt P6, Shemra P7, Marco P8, Luke P9, and Gravity running off the top 10 and the Q3 qualifiers. Then Dirk, Pete, Tilted, Coke, and Stack outside of the top 10, so they're staying in Q2. Could be already go, please? Yes, thank you. Yeah, I already talked about the grid, so I mean, I already talked about the grid. Let's look at the oh yeah, I got that one trophy. Forgot that I got that one trophy from the esports qualifiers. Yeah, nothing in there. I mean, there's nothing really there said about that you can't go too fast in the pits. I don't think. But yeah, we should be going into Q3. I don't know why it's always add like 1,000 to your time when you retire. So now Hybe and Matt are equal on time, 125.222. It was 125.223 for Matt and 125.222 for Hybe. I don't know why it does that. Yeah. Yeah. Into Q3, into the qualifying numero 3. I'm trying. I don't know what I don't know what am I trying. Leave me alone. Leave me alone on that. But many. Where is that fan? Where are these fans? So these fans are excited for cars just going out on track. I mean, right. They have pretty fat necks, though. Jesus Christ. That's pretty fat necks there. I didn't know that the spectators were training in the neck area as well, like F1 drivers. But anyways, drives out on track. Obviously, everyone is gonna be out on softs. I mean, if someone is on the mediums or even hards, should be disqualified from Q3 immediately. On the used softs, if you're on the used softs, then sure, why not? Probably some drivers are out there on the used softs. Maybe Marco, maybe Gravity, maybe Luke, maybe Gemini, one of those midfield teams. Or maybe even back market teams, because Gemini with there was like Alright, so what teams are we actually missing from top 10? Alpine. I think actually only Alpine. Do we actually miss only Alpine from? Because we got Williams, AlphaTauri, Mercedes, Ferrari, Aston Martin, Haas, McLaren. Only Alpine is missing from the top 10. Tur has already spun in turn 1, so he has already ruined his lap. Lamar's going wide, and he did not invalidate his time, but it was a very interesting line through turn 1, I must say. 17.63 casually. I didn't see anything. I completely didn't see anything in the first corner, but whatever. Grady's first sector was like 18.080, I think. Second sector is going to be a 54.109. Matt's is going to be 53.441. So Matt is going definitely faster in a faster car as well, we have to say. And Matt could be as well faster, just in raw pace. Like normally, faster noise joins back in. But he's starting 19th anyway. So he was out already in Q1 as Gravity spins on the exit of turn 15. I guess too much rotation got. Matt goes into provisional pole position at the moment, 124.455. I guess what the cause of the spin was, Gravity was trying to turn the wheel too aggressively into the corner and basically lost the rear mid corner. Lamas goes into provisional pole position now with 124.304. Then there's Marker crossing the line. He goes P3 with 125.300. Shimmer starts his flying lap. Turf starts maybe another flying lap. Alfie goes P3 125.257, and Luke starts another flying lap. So wait. I have to now get in Turf's first sector, 17.501. So that is maybe even that's faster than Lamas's first sector. Turk could be doing the same as Lamas is, but we will see. Shazza has as well started his flying lap. So wait, who is out of the pack? Gemini is out of this pack. Gemini's first sector I didn't see. But Gemini's second sector should tell something as well. Gemini's second sector is going to be 54.038. Tur's second sector is going to be a... Hello? Second sector. Alright. It doesn't want to show the second sector, but it must be good. It must be a lot faster than Gemini's because he's gaining a lot. As Tur has invalidated through the third sector. Yet again. His flying lap invalidated. Gemini is going to be now P5 125.897. Luke exiting turn 16, and he goes P3 125.097. Shazza 56, he's not even used ERS on his lap. So he lost definitely a lot of time. And as well maybe some spins that he made. Oh, he goes straight into the pits. At the moment, no one on a flying lap. Hype on an out lap. Ravidi on an out lap. Luke, I doubt, yeah, not on a fast lap or flying lap. Gemini, well, with the exit, I don't think he's on a flying lap. Is he using ERS? No. His ERS is not getting used, so he's not on a flying lap, and the Delta says everything. So no one on a flying lap. Well, now Gravity is on a flying lap, so we'll look at him. Almost frustrated. I feel he almost lost the rear. He almost lost it in turn 2. 18.035 first sector, but I feel like he almost lost it in this turn 2. Hype now through the first sector. It's gonna be a 17.747, so about 3/10 faster than Gravity. Gravity is now second sector. It's gonna be, well, now I look at the straight, so I mean second sector is like only, well, Gravity's second sector is 53.961. We'll go into Hype. Second sector is almost like 3 corners. I mean, turn 5, turn 6, and turn 5, 6, and then 7. That's the only corners there. 53.613 for Hype. Gravity. What's a very bad camera. I don't want to look at the buildings. I want to look at the Gravity, who almost lost it on the exit, and he's gonna go P7, 125.97374. And he's now last one to have set a time, but there's still Hybe who can screw the lap down. Hybe crossing line, he's gonna go P3, 124.645 for the McLaren. Less than 4 minutes to go. There's someone going out. That's Tur going out. That's Turbo. Boo. Bebu. Yeah. Yeah, doing no one on a flying lap again. Again, no one on a flying lap. What are you guys cheering for? I mean, you literally can't see the cars. You literally can't see the cars. I mean, now you see a Haas there. No, that was not a Haas. That was... No, that... Alfa Romeo. Now you see... You saw a Mercedes. And now you see a car. That's another Mercedes that you see on action, who has started his flying lap. Possibly the final one. First corner good, second one, yeah, good, third one, pretty much flat, fourth one as well, flat. First sector is going to be 17.509. So, still running very fast. Here could be some slipstream action from Matt. Yeah, there's some slipstream action, so Turb gained about a 10th with that slipstream that he got. It wasn't big of a slipstream. The chicane was all done fairly nicely. Yeah, like I'm saying, the slipstream wasn't the biggest. Second sector, 53.353. So he's still running fast. Into turn 11 and 12 hybridizing bits, so I guess no fresh softs left for the McLaren. Bow now, don't invalidate here. You invalidated last time, he didn't invalidate this time. To turn 15, doesn't spin, and into turn 16, good exit, and crossing line, he's gonna go P1, 124.053. It's a provisional pole position for the Dutchman. It's a provisional pole position for the Dutchman. Alfie starting his flying lap. Many drives on the out laps, but Matt is on a flying lap. There's probably going to be the same slipstream action. Matt's even faster. He's going even faster through the first sector than Bell. I mean, 17.487. That's even faster first sector, and he's got. Well, that's not really the greatest slipstream that we have seen. That was, I think, even worse slipstream done by Bell. But anyways, second sector for Matt, what's it gonna be? It's gonna be a 53.113. That's even faster than Bell. That's 2/10 faster than Bell. So it could be, well, there's as well Lamas. and Shaza on their flying laps, but we're now looking at Matt. He's 3.5 tenths up on his time. He just needs to improve this third sector. Through turn 15, no mistakes. Through turn 16, maybe a little bit missed apex, but he's gonna cross line and he's gonna go personal pole position. 123.933, over 10 faster than his teammate. Alfie crossing line, and he's gonna stay in P3. Actually, he went up to P5. I don't know what am I talking about. Marco at the moment. No, that's not Marco. Marco not improving through the first sector. Shaza second sector 53.208, so he is going slower than Matt. Lamas slower than Matt. I think even slower than Bo. Marco through the turn 15 and into turn 16, the final corner, taking a nice apex and crossing line. He's gonna stay in P7, but he did improve his time. Shaza is he's gonna take pole position, professional pole position, unless Lamas is gonna do something, but it doesn't look like. No, he only gained a 10th through the third sector, so he stays in 7th. Look up to P6. There's still Gravity left, but Gravity is not gonna do anything because Shaza takes the final pole position of the season here in Abu Dhabi. Almost 2 tenths faster than Matt on his lap. The one that counted, he got it right, and he's starting on pole position, but he has to be careful from these Mercedes, from the two Mercedes, because they're looking quick as well. They got the 2 and 3. So they could be right on his ass in turn 1. Maybe even if Matt or Bell get a good start, very good start, and Shaza bins it, then or bins it, I mean, he's gonna get a very bad lap. Then one of the Mercedes could be leading into turn 1 or exiting turn 1. Maybe even an attack into turn 5 if someone likes, the same way that Verstappen did. But yeah, it is Shaza on pole position. So yet again a Red Bull on pole position. Matt in P2, Bell in P3. So Mercedes, like I said already before, they could be having attack on Shaza. Lamas P4, Hype P5, Luke P6, Gravity P7, Alfie P8, Gemini P9, and Marco P10. Lamas a little bit underperforming that Ferrari a little bit, since the two drivers ahead of him are in a Mercedes, and well, it should be slower, but the same thing with Alfa Romeo, that it should be slower. Oh, no, wait. Alfa Romeo should be faster than McLaren and Alpine, but well, it's slower. The Alpine is just so nicely balanced. McLaren, well, it has no strong speed, but other than that, handling, it's very good. Alfa Romeo just, I mean, no confidence. There's no. It isn't a for. It says that that's fourth in performance chart, or on paper it says that it's fourth, but then in reality it's like a 6th or 7th, maybe even, if someone likes. But now we go into the formation lap. What the tires that people went? Well, only Hybe, Pete, and Oriel went for the hards. The rest for the mediums. Fairly simple to round off the season. But Stack is having well, that the Greek internet doesn't seem to be that good. Oh, there's a Williams, but that the Greek internet doesn't seem to be that good. And it is in my internet because look at Reggie, for example. He stays where he should be, and then Stack. I mean, that man is lagging more than I was in Rocket League like a few years ago, when the Wi-Fi router was in a whole different place, and then I had like 900 ping. Yeah, that's on a base. That's on a true story. I'm not lying. But yeah, Stack got disqualified. Only himself. And that wasn't from being too slow. That was because, I mean, I guess, I don't know I don't know. It's just some lag stuff that just makes that. I don't know. But oh, well, that was some. Oh, there's even coke into a wall. I thought that this is gonna be fairly simple at the end. Oh, in the formation lap, but I guess not really, since coke was overshoot the turn 14 corner, I guess, and then as well there was Dirk and Pete like into themselves, like they were facing each other, literally. Reggie and Tilted, they have Mr. Griswold's, but now we are gonna be starting. If the lights are gonna go on, I guess there's a ad break at the moment for some people. I don't know. I think it's still that the internet from Stack is just, yeah. You should be going now. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and lights are out for the last time in Season 4 here in BPRL. Who got the better start? Shaza got a very good start, staying in P1. The Mercs have stayed as well in their positions, as was Lamas and Hybe. Gravity up into P6 from P9. Alfie down by 1 position, and as well as Luke. Marco is trying to get some few places back. And there's a spun Mercedes that's Bell on the X of turn 5. He was facing backwards and he's now lost from P3. Graffiti up into P3. Lamar's having some trouble, some problems, because he's now almost down to P6. I mean, he's fighting Hybe, pushed Hybe wide on the exit. Shemina having some problems. That's Reggie already up into P8 from P18 on lap 1, or maybe even P7 if he gets this move done. Marco is not giving up, although it's fair to say that Williams isn't the best. Luke spins on the ace of turn 9, hit the wall with his rear wing, so it could be that his rear wing is damaged, which is obviously a very bad thing. Reggie up into P6 already on lap 1. Noise as well, very good in P10 already. Marco dropping down places, but that's not what the yellow flags are for. That's Gemini down in P20 and many seconds behind his teammates, who has spun as well on the X of turn 15. Very good quality for Aston Martins. It was P8 and P12, I think, for the Aston Martins. Now it's P19 and P20 on lap 1. Shaza comfortably in the lead, 1.3 seconds. Matt comfortably in P2, 2.7 seconds. Reggie is already attacking Lamas and Alfie into turn 6, and he's out of them, and he's up into P4. Lamas getting a beautiful switchback on Alfie all of a sudden. And he's gonna try re-overtake Reggie around the outside of turn 9. And is he gonna do it? I mean, Reggie sticks up the inside. Lamas tries to hang on there. He's still there. He wasn't really anymore there. Is he gonna try and dive into turn 12? No, there's a little bit of a notch. There's contact. They're very close between each other. That's Luke yet again spun on the exit of turn 9, so it could be that he has rear-wing damage. But Reggie already on lap 2 or starting lap 3 from P18 to P4, just overtaking people left and right, up and down. I don't know how up and down, but I had to add it there. Reggie is almost about to overtake Gravity into turn 5 around the outside as at the back. Coke has spun on the edge of turn 2. Reggie has lost the place to Lamas because he, well, a mistake, I guess. Lamas is up to P3 now. Reggie is catching up to Gravity slowly, and in the inside of turn 8, but not turn 8. That's turn 6. But there's a virtual safety car. Caused by Luke, I guess. Yeah, by Luke, because he is missing his whole front wing. That's Pete into the pits. That was so for both of the Aston Martins already a race to forget as they touch. Both of the Aston Martins touched. Pete was exiting the pits. Gemini didn't realize that his teammate was there. And well, Pete spun and he's now even more further behind his teammate even. Reggie over to Gravity immediately on the VSC restart. The Gravity going wide in turn 16. Alfie's gonna maybe try and take advantage of it. Turn 1, but no. Turn 1 isn't really a good overtaking place. If you see that the person in a heavy duty has made a mistake and you have a good run of them, do it. But it's not a spot like to turn 5, which Alfie does make a move on Gravity, but Gravity switchbacks him. But do they both have the RSs? No, Gravity doesn't. So that switchback didn't work. Noise is gonna try and overtake Alfie into turn 6 maybe. On the outside, since Alfie defends the inside. Now Noise is on the inside. Luke retires in the pit, so nothing to worry about that. That there's gonna be a safety car. Noise on the switchback got Alfie, and neither of them have the RSs. Gravity is gonna maybe try and overtake Noise, but he didn't. But he is now ahead of Alfie. Well, there's a bit of a notch, and Alfie spins on the X of turn 9, damaging his front wing. And now down P14, P15, P16, P17. And damaging his whole, not whole front wing, but his front wing. So it's he's gonna join the club with the Aston Martins. Marco is dropping down places. And he's now down P13. Maybe he's done. This is similar to what Peter did in quali. Could be, but he's now down P13 as Reggie, he has spun in turn 2. I think he did a quick 360. Hudson as well the same, but didn't do a quick 660 though. So he's now down P16. Alfie has retired in the pits, but Reggie now down P8. Behind the Bell, who is in P7, who was lost in turn 5 on lap 1. When behind Holtz, it tried to dummy on the Williams, but Dirk in the meantime spins, and Marco has to give up the position for some reason to the Alfa Romeo. So Holtz gained 2 positions just like that. And Pete has crashed out on the exit of turn 2. Could be a safety car, although it doesn't look like it. Reggie has overtaken Gravity into the same place. There's Tilted who is as well trying to overtake Gravity, and Tilted did overtake Gravity. Gravity almost run it into the back of Tilted, but he didn't. So good. No contact whatsoever. So it's good. Hype is almost getting Hype is getting pressured by Bell. That's hold to a spun in turn 2. The same place that his teammate did, and Reggie did, and many other drivers. As Hudson spins again, but that's exit of turn 3 actually, not turn 2, turn 3. In the meantime, Bell has overtaken Hype into turn 6, but Hype is gonna try and re-overtake him into turn 9. Meanwhile, Marco is now sort of close to Dirk now. The ear is open for Marco. He's gonna go up the inside. He didn't have much ERS. He's gonna go down inside of turn 9, and on the exit he gets the move done, and he's up into points paying positions. Oriol got overtaken by Coke in the meantime. Matt is getting pressurized a little bit by Lamas. Noise is up to P4 from P19 that he started from. So very good comeback from, well, very good comeback from Noise, Bell and Reggie, since Noise started in P19 and he's now on P4. Reggie started in P18, and there is Gravity out, and he crashed out in the same place as Pete, and there's a full safety car, and the media runners can pit for hards and go until the end. Those who are on the hards, they are in a very compromised position. Well, I mean, it's not that compromised position, but it depends how the drivers are gonna do, if they're gonna pit for hards or not. But about the comebacks, Noise started 19th and he is in 4th. Bell, who started 3rd, but he spun on the exit of turn 5 on lap 1, and he was last. And he is now up into P5. Reggie started P18, and on lap 2 he was 4th. But then he spun in turn 2. He did a quick 360, I'm assuming, because he didn't lose that many positions, and is in P7. Alright, what's the drivers are gonna do? Shazar into the pits. Matt into the pits. Lamas into the pits. Noise into the pits. We're trying to create a bit of a gap so it doesn't, so he doesn't get that double stack that much. Bell into the pits. Hype stays out, as I would assume. Tilted stays out. Reggie goes in. Tilted stayed out. Marco in. Dirk in. Stack in. Coke in. Oreo in. Alright. Holds in. So almost everyone into the pits. Hudson in. And well, this is a very good thing. Now this is a very good situation for Gemini, because he can catch up to the grid and do a free pit stop as well. Well, everyone can do that, besides, well, Tilted, who decided to stay out. Gemini stays out as well, for some reason. But anyways, Hudson for the mediums. Stack as well went for the mediums. Oreo went for the mediums, but he was on the hard. So I mean, I understand that. So everyone pitted besides Hype, Tilted, and Gemini. And those who pitted, most of them were the media runners, besides Oreo, who was a hard runner, who pitted. And everyone pitted for hards besides Stack, Oreo, and Hudson. Oreo, I understand, he was a hard runner, so he pitted for the mediums. But I don't really understand Hudson and Stack. I mean, why didn't they pit for Hearts? I mean, with the Hearts, first of all, they made already a one tire compound change, so that's already off from them. If there's gonna be a second late safety car, then they don't have to worry about taking hards or softs between those, because obviously the mediums that they are right now, they're used. And if there's going to be a late safety car, then the both mediums are going to be heavily used to compared to the new mediums. So that's one thing. Second thing, on the hards, you can do this whole race, or not literally whole race, but the lap that was that the safety car came out. You can do the whole race, 20 laps on the hards. It is possible. It is fairly possible. On the mediums though, you can't. And as well, like I said, if you could use for Stack and Hudson, they still need to pit for a different compound of tires. My compound, I mean soft or hards, not inters or wets, because who's gonna use wets, inters or wets? Oreo already made that tire competition, because like I said, for a third or fourth time he was a hard runner first. Lamas ignoring yellow flags. That's an odd one, since that's an odd one, really. He didn't ignore them, I don't think. He stayed in P5 like he did. I don't know what else. What is this game? I don't know. But safety car is in this lap, so everyone who is at the moment in AI mode, get out of that AI mode and warm up their tires, especially the hard runners. So yeah. Safety car is in this lap, so now Hyber controls the pace. It's gonna be around 20 laps of racing when we restart this race. Hyber going fairly fast. I mean, you can still see the safety car fairly there. That's going to turn 15. Safety car is in now. Yeah, it's in now, so Hype can now restart on his own, and he does restart it. Yeah, so the race has been restarted, and we are back to racing. You need to be very careful on this first lap when it's getting restarted. Lamas tries to send it on Matt. Matt went wide, but Lamas didn't take advantage of it, and that is still this was spun in turn 2, like many others. And in his gamble, I guess, didn't pay off. Lamas attacked Matt into turn 5. Shazas is still trying to warm up those sides, but they're going almost 3 wide. They're trying to almost go 3 wide. That's 2 Ferraris and one Mercedes. They're going 3 wide into turn 6, sorry. And there is as well Bell who was caught up in there. Bell has lost the place to Reggie. Matt maintains his P3, but Noise is ahead of Lamas. So for Ferrari, a position change between the two drivers obviously would have been better if they both would have been out of Matt, as Matt went a bit too wide on the exit of turn 9, almost spun, or at least it looked like it. There was a bit of a notch from Noise to Matt, but Matt saved it. And there's as well two cars on the exit of turn 9. That's Holt and Gemini spun on the exit of turn 9. So the opportunity for Gemini to be fairly close to the pack has now gone down, and he has to again wait for another safety car. Tilted goes into the pits to change off from the mediums, and probably front wing change, I guess. Shazla has got up to high, but there's still no DRS. Yellow flags for random as reason. Okay, so now is Noise gonna try and overtake Matt into turn 6 or on the straight? They're side by side. Matt on the inside, Noise on the outside, and Noise very nicely late braking. Matt was trying to do something, as was Lamas, but Lamas's now exit has been compromised. Well, it hasn't been really, although Reggie is catching. He's catching ahead of them. Matt was trying to re-overtake Noise on the outside, but he didn't. And between Lamas and Reggie, they have stayed the same, so Noise is now up to P3. And Lamas looked like that he's gonna lose a position to Reggie, but he stays in P5. Hype get a 3-second time penalty. Reggie fairly wide on the exit of turn 15. This has been enabled, so the overtaking should be easier. Second Dirk are fighting for P10. Matt with a 3-second time penalty on lap 12. This DRS should enable Shazza to easily overtake Hype on this straight. He's about 3/10 behind Hype, and well, Shazza did use his DRS, but still would have been a fairly easy move. Now between here at the back, Lamas is he did sort of try to send it on Matt, but or faked it. Now exiting turn 7 and 8, Matt still has the DRS, but Lamas catching up a little bit. A bit of a dummy, but stays in P5. At the back, Dirk is set down in P13. I've missed what has happened with him, but I guess he spun, or Stack maybe hit him, and somehow he did a 360, I don't know. But Tur has spun! Tur has spun on the exit of turn 14. The same place as Nicholas Latifi, but just at the opposite place. As well as Dirk has spun in turn 14. So two drivers almost two Dutch people have spun in turn 14. I guess they like it, that place, because of yeah, we know what Coke has spun on the exit of turn 2 once again, and that's him down in P12. P13 could be even if Dirk gets over. No, he's not gonna get a run. Bell over to Corneo in turn 5. Now back to the top. Lamas is trying to send it, although Noise here at front is trying to overtake Hybe as quickly as possible. He needs to do this as quickly as possible. Oh, that was a very close if it was touched, but Noise easily ahead of Hybe. And behind, Lamas has overtaken Matt on the straight, and in turn 9, Matt on the outside. Matt goes off track even, and Lamas is up to P4. Now Lamas needs to overtake Hype as quickly as possible to be close to his teammate. Shazza spun from the lead. Is there any front-wing damage for him? We look at close scene. No, we don't see any. We don't see any, but he's now down P8. So that is now Noise up to P1. We're half down through the race, and Noise, who started in P19, is leading the race. With penalties, Reggie in P2. Although Lamas's penalty, I mean, it's a bit questionable since he didn't do anything wrong. Lamas on the straight. So Holtz has crashed out in turn 2. Could be another safety car, and it is another safety car. So Hype getting thoroughly lucky with that safety car. That he got that, so he can sort of comfortably pit for the mediums. Look, oh, he was He did retire a while back ago. Okay, so now those medium runners, Stack and Hudson, they have their dilemma, what they should do now. And as well for the hard runners, what they should do now as well. Should they pit for the mediums or for the hards? Because the tires, the mediums are gonna feel good for a lap or two, but then it depends on, obviously, with the are you suffering from overheating on those mediums? If you are, stay out on the hards. If you aren't, pit for mediums, and that's what Matt did, pitting for mediums. Noise, Lamas, and Reggie, they have stayed out on their hards. Hybe obviously pits for new mediums. Stack stays out, doesn't pit. So he still has to do a lap. He still needs to pit. Shaz as well pits onto the new mediums. Oreo as well for the new mediums. Hudson for a new set of hearts. Shemina as well for a new set of hearts. Coke for a new sets of mediums. And Sildet for... I know he just came in. And he's gonna go for the mediums. Yeah, for the mediums. And are they used? Nope, they're not. So fresh, brand new mediums. So basically half of the grid, have stayed out, and half of the grid have pitted. Peter's last decision, but he already was crashed out. He already crashed out of, like, in the earliest stages of the race. Now what to talk about? Maybe, I mean, I could talk about the real life, but I don't know, should I? I mean, for the Alonso fans, Alonso fans, it is very good to see the new Aston Martin being actually quick, and Alonso finally making good career mode at the moment. Mike Crack has cracked that car very heavily. Sorry, I had to make that joke. I had to do it. It's just like, who the hell? Some of these surnames are just very, very funny. I mean, Christian Horny. Anyways, okay, maybe let's get out of the real F1. Marco in P4 in the Williams, and he doesn't have to pit anymore. Stack, he needs to pit definitely. He definitely needs to pit again. I don't know why it doesn't go into the race director. Yeah, Stack has gone medium, so he still needs to pit. Oreo, he doesn't need to pit. Hudson has changed off this medium, so he doesn't need to pit. So at the moment, Stack is the only driver who needs to pit, because he needs to do a Grand Prix with two different tire compounds, and at the moment he only uses mediums at the moment. I thought I saw rain. I don't know why did I think I saw rain. No, there's no rain. I mean, I don't know what have I thought. Safety car is in his lap, and Noise is going slower than Hybe, although that safety car is fairly slow in itself going. Shimmer has lost the place to Coke. Coke is, I guess, now trying to... I don't know what has happened. actually, Noise isn't going that quick, that slow. I mean, you can still see the safety car, so I mean, it's not, Noise isn't going that slow. Alright, when this race is going to be restarted, Noise is going to be controlling the pace, and he restarts in a classic fashion, exiting the final corner, and and the race has been restarted. At the back, Hype already overtaking Dirk into turn 1. Stack already having some problems going wide. Hype is going to be rapid in these few first laps, as he now has overtaken Stack around the outside of turn 5. Matt is trying to overtake Dirk around the outside of turn 5. What a beautiful move by Matt. And now Shaza is going to be trying to overtake Dirk to turn 5, but Dirk is using quite a bit of ERS, or Dirk as well could be going a lower downforce setup. That's how he was. He was going so fast in the straight as he sent a stupid move up the inside of turn 7 on Mats, and he's now down in last. Marco has overtaken Bow as a Hype, and Hype could be as well overtaking Marco into turn 12 as he late brakes. Well, there was a bit of contact between these two. Sarpas into turn 13 and turn 14, but Marco backs off, and he's now getting overtook by Bow, taking the advantage of it. Nothing that Marco could really do with Bow, as Matt gets another 3-second time penalty. So that's now 6 seconds. So Hybe is now... he will try to catch up to the pack up front to get that DRS. Meanwhile, in the mid-pack, Matt has overtaken Stack into turn 5 like he did with Dirk lap before. Fairly calm at the moment. Up front, nothing really happening. Up front, nothing really happening. Shaza has overtaken Stack quite easily on a straight. Coke is trying to overtake Oreo on the exit of turn 9, but Oreo gets a better exit. And to turn 12, does Coke send it? No, Oreo actually defended the inside into turn 13. Coke tries to send it to turn 14. Oreo sees it, and Coke is now up into P10, up to points ping positions. Matt overtook as well Marco, and Marco is going to be getting overtook by Shaza into turn 1. Marco doesn't fight it. He knows that he's in a totally different race than Shaza. Shaza with a better car, better tires, and younger tires as well, and other ones a better pace. Well, Marco has only raced in the Williams at the moment, so in this league, so, and I haven't seen him racing in other leagues, so I can't really tell if he's... I mean, it looks that he's quick. He looks that he is quick, but I don't know if he can't really do anything much in that Williams. But Marco is the man, the boy, whatever the gender he is identifying at this point, is to look forward to, maybe to sign him into your team. Up front, it's getting pretty close. Reggie gets a 3-second time penalty as he now spins on the X of turn 15 as he... That was a very dramatic spin as well. and he's now down in P8, down in P9, could be in P10 behind Coke. No, it doesn't. No, it isn't behind Coke, but it is P9 for Reggie at the moment with a 3-second time penalty. It could be very difficult to recover from that. Meanwhile, front, Hype has caught up to the drivers ahead, but Hype has a 3-second time penalty. So, the worst case scenario, he can get the P2. But as well, can Lamas get that the 5-second time penalty removed? I think so. Mercs, they switch places. Matt with the better tires. Although with a 6-second time penalty, Bell is gonna be acting as a wall for Matt. Up front, Ferraris changed their positions, but back, Coke has spun on the exit of turn 7, and he is now the last driver. Tilted trying to attack Reggie, and he did overtake him around the outside of turn 9. I mean, yes, Reggie is in a younger and worse tires. Hype spun on the exit of turn 14 where Nicolas Latifi did, and has ruined his chances of maybe getting a podium in this race. And he's now down in P6 behind Shaza by 3 seconds. And meanwhile, to Reggie and Tilted did overtake around the outside of turn 9 on Reggie, which was a beautiful overtake that you don't see often done by Williams on a Red Bull. Yes, Tilted had better and younger mediums, but still, a beautiful move by Tilted. Up front, at this point on, Ferrari don't have to really worry about anything. They don't really have to worry about anything. Shimano and Oreo, Shimano has overtaken Oreo into turn 6. Tilted has overtaken Stack, and Reggie has overtaken Stack just before turn 9. Behind, Oreo tried to overtake Shimano, but now he's getting attacked by Hudson on the exit. Side by side, they're fairly close between each other. Oreo defensive. Dirk has now closed up to them. Has went pretty slow in turn 11 and 12. Reggie fairly close to Tilted still. Oh, that was a very good, very nice save from Stag, but he lost. But he has now definitely lost the DRS from Reggie. Yeah, but back to Fries. At the moment, they don't really have to worry about anything at the moment. I mean, obviously, Matt behind, but he still has to catch up a second. And Matt has a 6 seconds. That's, whoa! That was very dangerous by Bell. He almost forced Shaza off track. On the straight, he was trying to defend from Shaza. He was trying to do his best, but he couldn't do really anything about that. Reggie has re-overtaken Tilted. At the moment, as well at the back, Dirk has overtaken Oreo. Oreo maybe looking to re-overtake him. At front, Shimano tried to overtake Stack, but he re-overtook him. Hype again spun, and he damaged his whole front wing. And even points are gone for McLaren, for whole McLaren team. Coke down in P14. Hype down in P15 with no front wing. Stack has spun in turn 14. So at the moment, no points for McLaren. Hype, I'm assuming he's gonna DNF. He's gonna retire in the pits. Maybe this Stack is gonna do the same. Coke has overtaken Oreo. So maybe Coke can get some points for McLaren. Up front, Fries changed their positions, but Shazza has overtaken Matt into turn 6, and now Ferraris have to worry about. Now they have to really think about what they do. Yeah, they now need to really think what they do with the overtakes that they do, or strategy or whatever. There's 6 laps to go. Almost 5. Shazza could be getting that P1 back that he lost midway through the race as he spun in turn 14. But first he needs to fight off Lamas, who is gonna be a defensive wall for Noise. Shazza with a new fastest lap. There's a 1 minute 26.949. The only try to go into 126s. Shazza isn't gonna get the DRS, though it was fairly close. He could get it. He could have gotten it. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Shazza did get the DRS, but he is no ERS. The Ferraris have well, compared to Shazza, plenty of ERS. Marco has spun on the edge of turn 5. He has got overtaken by Gemini, Hudson, and maybe could be even getting overtaken by Turk. No, he's not gonna. High pass return in the pits. Marco sends it on Hudson into turn 6. Beautiful move by the Williams, as the back Turk spits again in turn 7, but now his own mistake, and Koch even lost the position to Orieu. And Hudson is trying to re-overtake Marco into turn 9. Reynolds side, but Marco defended well, and into turn 12. Is Hudson gonna try to do something? No. Turn 12 isn't really a good overtaking place. Shazza is very close behind the Ferraris. He's gonna be getting in the corners, but on the straights he's gonna be a bit losing because he has no ERS, almost no ERS, compared to Lamas and Noise, who have about 50% ERS. And Reggie has crashed out in turn 2. So not a very good ending for the championship leader and for the champion. Not a very good ending, not a very good race for the championship for the champion. And there's a full safety car. It's gonna spice up the whole grid. And now this is again a debate. What should the drivers do? Should they pit for the softs for like 2 laps, or should they stay out on their tires that they are on? We will see. Lamas probably is gonna try and stay out because he wants to get that 5 second off. Noise, is he gonna go in? Yes, he does. Lamas stays out. Shazza in. Last second in. Matt stays out. Beau in. Tilted. Is he gonna go in? Yes, he does. Gemini. Yes, he does. Marco. No. He hesitated a little bit, but he doesn't go. Hudson didn't go. Orieu goes in. Koch goes in. Durga goes in. So Noise at the moment should be ahead of Marco. Yes, he is ahead of Marco. So yeah, at this point, and he has a buffer from Shazza made by Marco and Hudson. Who Hudson isn't that fast, and then Marco is on 18 lap old hearts. So that's gonna be a big buffer for Noise. Stack didn't go in actually to pit for new set of softs. I mean, this could be as well that he knows that that the safety car isn't going to be for very long. It's going to be going next lap. It's not going to be going this lap, but it's going to be going next lap. He has to catch up. 45 seconds. Which, well, the 45 seconds isn't going to be actually 45 seconds. It's probably like, I don't know, 20 seconds, realistically. I mean, by 20, like it isn't 45 seconds, I mean, like, it won't feel like 45 seconds, actually, because through the third second, I mean, they're going so slow. They're going so slow. Like, Saki is gonna double that, that speed that they're going through the third sector. I mean, he's already 26 seconds behind. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. If he wants, he could go even to the pits, but he stays out. Yeah, if he really wanted to, he could have pitted, but now he really can't because now he can't because the safety car is going to be in this lap. It's going to be two laps of racing. So it's not looking the best for Matt and Mark and Hudson. Doesn't look good because, well, for Lamas it is a bit different since he has a buffer of Matt, and then as well he's probably going to play team game with Noise. While Mark and Hudson, they are just on their own. Matt with a 6 second time penalty. Lamas has a 5 seconds, but he could be getting that removed. Which it was for ignoring a yellow flag. That he's gonna try to say that that it wasn't. I think he was in AI at that point when that came. But safety car in this lap, like I said it because I know it. So yeah, now Lamas is gonna control the pace. And if Lamas and Noise are in the same party, they will tell each other, or Lamas is gonna tell Noise when he is gonna go, so he can nail that start and overtake Matt as quickly as possible. Shazza and Bell, they're on P6 and 7 behind Mark and Hudson, so it's gonna be so they're gonna lose a second about already in this. Yeah, they're gonna be way off Noise. So ends. The thing to look for is Noise gonna get the P1, and are Ferrari gonna get the 1 and 2. This is, the race hasn't restarted, so it is 2 laps of racing till the end. Noise is already trying to look for it, move on Matt as he touched or went into the back of Matt. It didn't spin him, luckily. But now into turn 5, he's gonna go up the inside of turn 5 on Matt, and that is him up to P2. Hudson already getting eaten by Shazza, Bell and Tilted. Marco is going to be getting eaten by Shazza. Shortly should be Bell, but Bell is getting attacked by Tilted, which isn't helping, and that's 3. Why did it turn 7? Hudson could be taking advantage of it. This is very bad for Bell, who is now side by side with Hudson. Up front, Ferraris. They don't fight. Noise gets a 3 second time penalty, which is very good for Shazza, but he's now behind Matt through the third sector. Or no, he isn't really. That is Marco spun, so he's now down P13. But Shazza still is gonna have to still overtake Lamas to get ahead of. That's stack spun. So he's now down in P13. Noise with the new false lap 1 is 126.153. Now the gap between Shazza and Noise, it's 1.5. Shazza is gaining, but he still has to catch up to Lamas and overtake him. Dirk overtakes Oreo into the 5 now. Users are going to use every single bit of ERS on this straight. Noise didn't use it much, and he's getting... well, it's a very awkward situation for a Ferrari. Shazza hits Noise in the back, but didn't really lose much. Now on this straight, Noise saved up his ERS so he can stay ahead of Shazza into turn 9, stuck with the 3 second time penalty. On the exit of turn 9, Shazza tries to go around the outside of turn 10 and 11 and turn 12. Tries to send it maybe, but he has to stay behind Noise. Into turn 14, tries to look for a move. Into turn 15 maybe even. Into turn 16, Noise defends it. Lamas is gonna win on track, but it's at the moment Shazza who is gonna win the season finale here in Abu Dhabi. Noise in P2, Bell in P4, Lamas in P4, Tilted in P5, Matt in P6, Marco P7 eventually. There was Dirk in P8. All of that just went so quick. That was well, that's a very good ending. Very good ending for the season. Very good race, great action, great overtaking, and these 2 last laps, just absolutely something else. Yeah, load please, load, like it doesn't take that long. Dirk in P8, Shemna P9, Hot in P10 and getting a point. McLaren eventually didn't get points. Oreo 12th, Stack 13th, and Reggie Hype holds Gravity, Pete, Alfie, and Luke DNF'd. At the moment, Shazza with a provisional win. Noise maybe could be getting that 3 second penalty off, and Lamar's that 5 second penalty off as well. Yeah, so these are the provisional standings at the moment. Still, Shazza is going to get at least a P3. Noise P2 at least. I mean, he's going to still get a P3, a P2. If Lamas's 5 seconds gets off and his 3 seconds gets off, then he's still going to be in P3. P2, Bowen around there somewhere. Yeah, these are just provisional standings or the race results, because obviously they're going to be the penalties taken off. Let me just quickly check. Was Noises? Yeah, that was when he went into the pits. So that could be getting removed. When he went into the pits, he got that warning, so he could be getting that removed. Yeah. Driver of the day. Driver of the day has to be either Bell or Noise, but I think at the end it has to be Noise. It has to be Noise, because, or Marco even, because he had a great race as well. But I mean, it's very hard to beat Noises from P19 to P2 in the end. He's gonna get P2 anyway. It's very hard to beat that. Marco had a great race as well. Don't get me wrong, but Noise, I mean, what a drive from him. Let me just check that comment real quick. Bin Laden gonna win? Yes. No, No, I mean we'll see with the race results because obviously the penalties from the Ferraris. But yeah, this was Abu Dhabi final race of the season. The calendar has been already announced, but for the new season, but I don't remember, and I won't check it. So we'll see you guys next whatever in I don't know 2 weeks time maybe.